Hi gardener friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A. I'm at Lowe's. It's the end of August and I'm checking out the clearance rack. Alright guys, they have quite a bit of shrubs I want to show you today. First up, we have a butterfly bush. This is from the First Editions brand. This is the Trippy Pink. Usually $24.98 will be half off. Trippy Pink butterfly bush. This guy is hardy from zones 5 to 9 and it grows 6 to 8 feet tall. This guy is really nice. I got this recently on clearance and I haven't put it in the ground yet, but the butterflies are already flocking to it and it smells amazing. They have quite a bit of them here at my Lowe's. Next up, they have some chase trees. These guys here are full sun plant, and I have two types of chase trees in my yard. This guy doesn't tell you what variety, but they do well in the full sun. They are great for pollinators. These guys are hardy from zone 7 and it grows 10 to 15 feet tall. They are in a Lowe's pot, only $19.98 guys, so it's going to be half off. Next up, we have some sunshine ligustrums. These guys here are full sun plant. You guys know I love this. I talk about it all the time. These are usually $24.98, which means they're going to be half off. This is in a 2-gallon from the Southern Living Plant Collection. I'm seeing 3 of them right now, and they're looking really nice and healthy. Next up, they have some gardenias. Now I'm standing here guys and this smells really nice. This is the Jubilation Gardenia, usually $24.98 in a 2-gallon. This will be half off. Gardenias are evergreen here and they are hardy from zone 7, I believe. Yes, 7 to 10, and they are a moderate grower. These guys here smell really nice. This is from the Southern Living Plant Collection, and this guy here is looking really nice and healthy. Now obviously it's a white bloom, so it doesn't look the greatest once it's done blooming. So if you want this to continue blooming, you just pull this off and give the plant a chance to keep on blooming. Next up, we have some Cheyenne Spirit coneflowers. These are a beauty. These are in a nice white pot. This is a full sun plant, usually $28.98, which means it will be half off. These are looking pretty good, guys. I think the only reason these guys ended up on the clearance rack, to be honest with you, is simply because it's a matter of space, you know, because the plants do look good. I assume that there are a couple of plants in here for it to be $29.98. So you can definitely divide this into maybe 3 or 4 plants and make it worth your while. As you know, coneflowers are full sun. This guy here is hardy from zones 4 and it can grow somewhere between 2 and 3 feet tall. They've also put some better boxwoods on sale. These are usually $24.98. They grow 3 to 4 feet high and 2 to 3 feet wide. And this guy here is one of the boxwoods that's supposed to be disease resistant. This is part of the Better Boxwood brand. And I don't have this guy in my yard. I have the, you know, I talk about this all the time. I have the wintergreen boxwoods, but these guys here are looking great. They've got some red diamond loropetalum on sale as well, guys. This is a mid-size loropetalum. It's usually $24.98, which means it will be half off. This guy here is a full sun to part shade plant, guys, and it's looking great. Again, really nice looking, healthy looking shrubs for you to plant in the fall. Guys, remember, this is the perfect time to be planting. You want to plant in early fall so that your plants can get a chance to root in and get ready for the winter. Next up, we have some baby gem boxwoods. These are from the Southern Living Plant Collection. This is usually $24.98, which means it will be half off. This is in a 2-gallon, and these guys grow 4 feet by 4 to 5 feet wide, hardy from zones 5 to 9. I'm zooming in really close, and these guys are looking really nice and healthy. They have some of the Japanese boxwoods, which is in a black pot. So these are going to be $21.98, still half off. These are actually part sun, which means 3 to 6 hours of sun, hardy from zone 6, and these guys grow 3 to 6 feet tall. They have 3 of those. They've got 2 rough-looking compact Japanese holly, and the only reason, guys, that this one looks like this is because they're in such a smaller pot. You know, they're in a 2.5 quart. This is really a shrub. This has been in the pot a little bit too long, which is why it's reacting like that. And on top of this, this guy actually has a very aggressive weed in it, so this definitely needs to come out of this pot and go into the ground. But these are going to be $9.98, which means it will be $7. Let's check out what else they have. They've got one random Ebring's Silverberry, usually $19.98, which means it'll be half off. This is a full sun plant that blooms in the fall. Now, I like this plant because it has really nice, beautiful silver foliage when they first come out. Now, they say that they bloom and they must be really, really small little blooms because I've never actually seen them bloom. But let me know if you have. These are in a small pot and these require full sun. They've got one random mountain snow pieris. This guy is a shade plant and it's usually $26.98, which means it'll be half off, and it is in a 2-gallon. This guy here, I've had it in my yard. I bought 4 at one time, and slowly but surely they all died. And I actually had them in a container because I was trying to decide what to do with them. They bloom in the spring. They have these really nice white flowers, but I just never got around to replacing them after they died. So let me know if you have this guy. One thing I like about them is that they have this really nice green foliage, but their new growth is this really nice twinge of burgundy, really, really nice. They also have some annuals. This is lantana. These guys are looking kind of rough, but they simply need a cut back, especially since it's a lantana, and lantana can go all the way to our frost. Now it is $30.98 because of the container that it's in, which means it will be half off. But all you have to do, if you're still looking for some color, and if you're looking for something that should take you all the way down to the frost, lantana does really, really well. They also have some ready-fill containers. These are $16.98, right? And these actually have some sun patience in there. And this guy here, they require a lot of water when you put that in the container, right? But if you don't want to do the work of having to dig holes and put stuff in, or touch the dirt or the soil or anything, you can grab a container and then you can put it in your nicer container and it will be done. Here's a rough-looking Indian hawthorn. Even though it's rough-looking, this guy is still very much savable. It is $24.98. It is in a 2-gallon, and it requires full sun. This guy blooms in the spring, and one of the reasons why this guy looks like that is because it needs to come out this pot. Right? This is supposed to be an evergreen. This is an evergreen for us here in Georgia, and there's no other reason why this guy should look like this except for the fact that it's in the container too long, and it probably missed a couple days of watering or whatever. But they still, if I need an Indian hawthorn. Now, mine is not doing great in my yard, and I know it's because of me. Sometimes I forget that plant is even there, and you barely hear me talk about it, but it is there. And one time it actually lost all its leaves. I think it's because of the stress, and then I come back out weeks later and I can see greenery. Now, if you want to know if a plant is okay, I'm not going to do it here, but if you want to know if a plant is okay, you want to scratch the stems, and if it's green, you're good to go. Now, if it's brown and you can split it or crack it or whatever, then you know that it's a no-go. But this guy here, I'm pretty sure this is quite okay. Now, I know what you're thinking. I would never buy this, but begonias do really, really well in the shade in the south. Now, it's an annual, and all this really needs is to be cleaned up a little bit, right? Because this should be able to go down to our frost. Our frost is not until October 31st, November 1st, or November 2nd, right? So this can still add some color to your garden. It's usually $12.98, which means it will be $7. These guys only require 3 to 6 hours of sun. And again, one of the reasons why this guy's looking kind of browny is because it's been in the pot too long and that it probably missed a few waterings. They still have some of the trees that they had in my prior clearance video, a lot of oaks. So for example, they have this Shumard oak or Shumard oak. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. That guy is usually $54, which means it will be half off. Right? I have no business buying any oak. I'm actually trying to get rid of the oaks in my yard and all the seedlings that come with that. But it's here if you're looking for oaks. They have this guy here, which is a Plum Magic crepe myrtle. This is a full sun plant and it is hardy from zones 5 and it grows 12 to 14 feet tall. Here we have weeping willows. These weeping willows were here the last time. Usually $58. But half off if you're looking for a willow, weeping willow. They got the Nuttall oak. This guy here again, $32.98, half off. More of the oaks, more of the Shumard oaks. They still have this Japanese maple here. Oh, nice. It's a blood good. Let's see. It's usually $175, which means it's half off. This guy is a 3 to 6 hour sun plant. The tag is actually saying it's a 9.16 gallon. So you definitely need a truck for this guy. But I really like Japanese maples. I mean, I have 3 of them in my yard that was gifted to me and they're doing great. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for the end of August. Please check out your Lowe's. They have to have some sort of shrubs by now. They know that fall is the best time to be planting, so they should be stocking up with a lot of things for you to buy so you can get your garden going, so you can have a beautiful spring season. Let me know what you think, guys. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Remember to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted in all my new videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.